Hey everybody, today we're going to continue our series on what's happening in the market with buyers and sellers as it relates to the coronavirus. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about FHA loans in particular and how it's affecting the market. So stay tuned and we'll tell you all about it. Today we're going to talk a little bit about FHA loans. And so, the most important thing that, somebody wants to know, particularly a first-time home buyer, FHA loans in the eyes of an investor are probably right now the more riskier loans than any of the other loans. And the reason that is because, the default rate on FHA loans, if you look at all the defaults, a good majority of them are FHA loans. So they are perceived in the secondary market as a little bit riskier. And part of that is FHA allows for a lower credit score typically, and lower or higher debt to income ratios. So it's a little bit more of a riskier buyer profile when you're dealing with FHA. And so what's changed is the FHA itself has not changed the requirements, but most of the lenders, because a lot of the FHA liquidity in the secondary market has dried up temporarily and there's just not enough liquid out there, what's happening is that the lenders themselves are changing some of the requirements. In particular, for example, 580 is really the benchmark score for FHA buyers to qualify for the loan when we're talking about credit score. And so what's happened is a lot of these lenders now that do FHA have themselves internally taken the credit score requirement up considerably. I mean, a lot of them right now are about a 680, so almost 100 points higher. So it's something that is a significant change for a lot of buyers, because what you have to think of is over 70% of first-time home buyers are getting an FHA loan. So that is a considerable concern when it comes to the buyers that call us that have never bought a house and they're looking for a reasonable low down payment option to get into a home. So what's happening is, because it's making it harder for them, there are some things, we can still get the FHA loans, but right now, if we can do it, we're putting people in the 3% conventional loan, just because it's a little more appealing to the investors. And so sometimes we're getting better terms, and then you don't have on the life of the loan with an FHA, you're going to have PMI for the life of the loan and it doesn't come off, whereas with the FHA, down the road you can get that off. So there's a couple of advantages to the conventional, and right now they're being perceived as a less riskier investment for the people funding the loans. So those are a couple of the things that we really need to be aware of. And plus, with rates right now, the better your credit score is, the better your rate's going to be. If you have a really low credit score, sometimes we're seeing very high interest rates, more than normal, just because of the coronavirus and the perceived risk with people, potentially losing their jobs. So those are a couple things, particularly related to FHA, that you want to be aware of. But if you're thinking about buying a home, whether you're a first-time home buyer, repeat buyer, and you're not sure about which loan would be best for you, I encourage you to reach out to us and let us get you in front of a lender that can kind of help explain the different options that you have and what would be the best, both short-term and long-term, for your exact situation. So appreciate you watching today, and hopefully this was helpful information. And as always, call us, email us, numbers on the screen, and reach out to us and let us know how we can help you. So until next time, we'll talk to you soon.